Boom, have no fear. The I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast is here. Biggity, boom, have no fear. The I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast is in the place to be. Welcome to the Iron Dome of Disruption. Welcome to the Ziggity Zone of Disruption. My name is Michael Rapaport, a.k.a. the Inflamed Ashkenazi, a.k.a. the Sultan of Sniff, a.k.a. the Disruptive Warrior, a.k.a. Captain Colitis, a.k.a. Mayor Rapaport, and so forth and so on. Welcome to the Iron Dome of Disruption. Welcome to the Ziggity Zone of Disruption. I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast coming live and direct from the Gloom Tomb. East Coast is under siege right now. The East Coast and parts of America and beyond are under siege. My clothes, literally, I have to send this to the dry cleaner. This nice piece of light cashmere, because there is so much smoke in the air. There are wildfires in Canada, and the smoke is literally palpable. You could smell it, you could feel it, you can see it. It's hazy, it's smoky. This is becoming a yearly thing with these fires from Canada. I believe they started in Ontario. Hope everybody is safe up there in Canada. Of course, sending love to the Canadian Rapapack. Sending love to the Brazilian Rapapack, South American Rapapack, Israeli Rapapack, the Rapapack in Paris, Rapapack all over the United States, and all over the world. But right now, Canada is dealing with what seems like their summer fire flurries. And like I said, being out in New York City, you can literally... It's it's apocalyptic. It's concerning. It's weird. It's unusual. It's also very hot in New York. But the smoke, and outside of the New York area, you could literally, I was outside for about a half an hour. And you could feel it. You could smell it. And it's in your clothes. The New York Knicks were celebrated the way champions are supposed to be celebrated at the ESPYs, and I gotta be honest, I ain't used to it. I was talking to Dust Brother, Jordan Winter, of course, of the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, Think Take, Dust Brothers, Bleach Brothers, Miles Davis, and of course, Jordan Winter, respectfully. And we were discussing the ESPYs, which I always feel like the ESPYs is for clips. This is not a great live show. There's so many stars there, and I like that kid, that Marcello, who hosted it. And last year or the year before, I believe Shane Gillis hosted it. But there's something that's disconnected about that show. I don't know if it's the way it's shot, it's the venue. I can't really put my finger on it, because it's supposed to be a sports show, but then it's supposed to be fun. I don't know. There's something about it that always seems a little bit off. And they have every single thing they need to make it a special, great show. But it always just kind of feels, I don't know. It's hard to put my finger on. But the Knicks, Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby. Remember when I couldn't pronounce OG Anunoby because it didn't matter? Not that he didn't matter, but it just didn't matter. It matters now. The entire Knicks team was honored, awarded. OG won Player of the Year. Jalen Brunson won Player of the Year. The Knicks won Team of the Year. And like I said, me and Dust Brother Jordan Winter, we were just like going, how do you act? What do you do when your team is filled with champions? When your New York Knicks are finally champions, getting awards, players getting award, Play of the Year, Team of the Year, Player of the Year. This is not something that we're used to. This is not something we're comfortable with, or that we would ever come to expect. It takes a decade of thinking to start to expect this. But as the world waits for LeBron James and Draymond Green and a few others to announce where they're going to wind up this NBA season, the Knicks are just chilling, collecting awards, doing ad after ad, company after company. That's what champions do in July. That's what champions do in the off season. They collect checks and they chill the out. And as much as the entire world is trying to figure out where unrestricted free agent LeBron James is going to wind up, it means nothing to the New York Knicks. We don't give a. So you can reach for the stars, Golden State, Miami, Philadelphia, Cleveland. We're all set. We're all set. What else is going on? So the trailer for I Play Rocky dropped. And I cannot remember the last time that I saw a trailer for a movie that I was so excited to see a film. The movie I Play Rocky, which is the real life, true life story of Sylvester Stallone trying to get and creating the script of the movie Rocky, trying to get that film made as a struggling actor. I know it's crazy. It's like Sylvester Stallone was once a struggling actor. Yeah, Sylvester Stallone was once a struggling actor who had done some like softcore porn. Sylvester Stallone was hard pressed to pay his rent. Sylvester Stallone was a struggling actor in the 1970s. And one of the biggest strokes of genius, one of the biggest strikes of lightning hit as Sylvester Stallone was trying to figure out what he was going to do with his life, how he was going to launch his career. And he spent 3.5 days writing the script by pen, handwritten, for the movie Rocky. And the movie I Play Rocky is about that and about getting the film made. It's directed by Peter Farrelly of the Farrelly brothers, who of course those guys did so many comedies, and they sort of took a turn to do more serious things with The Green Book. And this kid, Anthony Ippolito, everybody's going to know his name. I don't know if I'm saying his name correctly. I'll be saying his name correctly come November when this movie comes out. I think everybody is. He plays young, unknown, struggling actor named Sylvester Stallone. And the trailers, it got me hyped. I watched it over and over, and I cannot wait. I'm going to do every single thing I can to try to go to a press screening, an advanced screening. And if I cannot make it to a press screening or an advanced screening of I Play Rocky, directed by Peter Farrelly, I will be at the theater day one, screening one, to see this movie. Obviously, I've talked endlessly about my love of the movie Rocky. After I watched the trailer yesterday, I watched it again. Then I made my wife sit there and we watched it again on the big screen. And then I said, "Babe, can we watch Rocky 2 again?" And she was like, "Okay." And we watched Rocky 2, and I cried about 3 times. I cried when Adrian said, "Win. Win." And Mickey said, "What are we waiting for?" I cried during the sequence of Gonna Fly Now, where all the kids in Philadelphia were running with Rocky Balboa up the steps. And of course, I cried at the end after Rocky Balboa in the 15th round beats Apollo Creed to his feet when they both get knocked down because they're duking it out. And the referee is counting 1, 2, and then finally Rocky gets up and he wins the belt. And he's got his championship belt. And of course, Adrian can't be at the fight because she just had some problems with the pregnancy, the birth of Rocky Jr. And Rocky gives his iconic speech saying, "Aside from my kid being born, this is the greatest day in the history of my life. Adrian!" Adrian. I cried again 3 times. I've seen this movie, I can't even, over 100 times, Rocky 2. But it got me so hyped, the trailer for I Play Rocky. I cannot wait to see it. And the kid who plays Sylvester Stallone, this young actor, Anthony Ippolito, who played Al Pacino in the Making of the Godfather TV show with Miles Teller, and he played Al Pacino, and I was like, this is Al Pacino. Well, this, based on the trailer, literally becomes Sylvester Stallone, young Sylvester Stallone. He's not doing a Rocky impression. He literally becomes Sylvester Stallone. And of course, when you're showing him as Rocky, as Sylvester Stallone first, you're like, and then you're listening to him and you're seeing him, and it's so iconic. It means so much to so many people. It means so much to me. That movie changed my life. And I was telling my wife, I was like, I saw that movie in the movie theater over 20-something times. I was 6. And there's something about that film at 6 years old, 6 and then 7 years old, because it played in the movie theater for like over a year. But there's something about that film that resonated with me on an emotional level when I was 6 years old. And I'm not the only one. But as a 6-year-old, the movie Rocky resonated with me. I didn't understand so much of it. And of course, I loved the boxing and all that stuff because Rocky was a boxer. And I loved Muhammad Ali at the time. And I loved, Joe Frazier at the time. And my father loved boxing. But it wasn't even about the boxing. It wasn't about the running. It wasn't about the eggs. There was something that resonated with me as a 6-year-old about that film, Rocky. So seeing the trailer for I Play Rocky, the movie which is coming out sometime in November, just got me so gassed up, so excited. And I haven't been that excited, like I said, off a movie trailer in so many years. So I just cannot wait to see that film. And if you haven't seen the trailer for I Play Rocky, absolutely take a look at it because everybody who saw it was like, holy. It was really, really, really cool. And what a unique story because the story of Rocky is like once in a lifetime opportunity and he just wants to go the distance. The Sylvester Stallone story making the movie Rocky is just as dramatic as the actual movie Rocky, if that makes sense. So I'm super duper excited to see that film. What else is going on? The season of Love Island is over. My wife and I spent so many hours enjoying, scratching our head, feeling exhilarated and complete shame watching this season of Love Island. I have so many mixed feelings about that fucking show, but I will tell you, with all the craziness going on in the world and the United States is pounding the Iranian regime as we speak, with so much uncertainty, with the rent being at an all-time high. The rent is at an all-time high in New York City. You're supposed to freeze the rent. Transit is at an all-time high in New York City. We're supposed to have free buses. It's at an all-time high. Rent is at an all-time high. With all the craziness that's going on in the world, with all the uncertainty, with all the divisiveness, I will tell you and I will stand by it until the ship's, if that makes sense. Reality TV is such a great escape, especially during the summer when you don't have NFL. There's no NBA except for trying to figure out where the fuck LeBron is going to go. Because, of course, if you're a Knicks fan, you ain't got to worry about shit. With all the craziness going on in the world, reality TV, even Drek, and it is Drek. Love Island is Drek. Even though sometimes it's high emotion, it's very genuine, very, very tangible emotion. It is Drek. It's finger blasting, French frying, sex in the same room with many, many people. Drek. But with so much going on in the world, I will tell you, reality TV never disappoints me. And my wife and I watched the season finale of season 1 of Bravo's In the City. And I got to tell you, good show. Good show. Of course, Kyle, Amanda, West, that entire drama was the main storyline that had us salivating, and they edited it very correctly. They started with it. They ended it with it. And, I'm not Team Amanda. I'm not Team Sierra. I'm not Team Kyle. I just want all these young people to take care of themselves with the fame and the scrutiny. Of course, I love breaking their balls, but at the end of the day, I know and I understand that they are people. And it ended last night in the City season 1. Good show. It's never that easy to break a show, but when you got stars like the great Lindsay Hubbard, and I love you, Lindsay. You're nuts. You're an OG. You're an OG. But one of the big storylines that we all just salivated on, and I know there's so many, I got so many DMs about the finale of In the City, and I didn't understand why, but there was a whole discussion about Lindsay Hubbard, old Mother Hubbard, and whether she uses the single mom card too much, why she uses a single mom card too much, if there is an actual single mom card too much. And I didn't understand why. I got about 8 or 9 DMs. Mike Rapaport, what'd you think of the In the City finale? What do you think of Lindsay Hubbard using the single mom card? And like I said, I didn't understand why people, I know why people want to hear my opinion about reality TV, because I love it. I have strong, uncensored, unfiltered, respectful, adoring opinions. But then I was like, oh shit, because somebody sent me the video where Lindsay Hubbard, she used the single mom card on me. So yes, what do I think about Lindsay Hubbard using the single mom card? She used it on me. Not only did she call me a little bitch, she said, and I'm a single mom. Lindsay Hubbard, respectfully, I'm saying this respectfully, Lindsay Hubbard, you are not on food stamps. You are not on welfare. You are not a single mom living check to check. God bless you and your beautiful little baby. God bless all the mothers, whether they're single moms, the single dads, all the parents, whether they're married together, whatever kind of arrangement they have or don't have. But the fact that you are up there talking about, I'm a single mom, and my nanny this, my nanny, yo, you're not on food stamps. You're not on government cheese. You're not in the projects of Virginia, the projects in the BX in Brooklyn, in St. Louis. As you say, you're a boss bitch. You're all over the place. We cannot fucking turn on the TV, swipe our phone without seeing you, Lindsay Hubbard. And you deserve it, because you're great. Fucking nuts, but you are great on the show. But the fact that you keep talking about, I'm a single mom, I'm a single mom, I'm a single mom, like you're struggling, like you're walking up a walk-up apartment, going to the 7th floor, carrying your baby over here and what you could afford of groceries over here. Stop it, lady. Stop it, lady. I say that respectfully. But that is why I got so many DMs asking about what I thought about the finale of In the City, because Lindsay Hubbard, she has used the single mother card all season long, and she even used it on me, Michael fucking Rapaport. Respectfully. But back to Zoron the moron, you dumb fuck. You know what I think? Sometimes I feel overwhelmed. I feel like we're in a dogfight. We're in a slugfest with this guy and all these other DSA dumb fucks. These radical sick fucks. These anti-this, anti-that, anti-American sick fucks at Chevalier, AOC, Rashida Tlaib, Zoron the moron, Dr. Abdul, and the rest of them. All of yous. We're in a dogfight. But I'm starting to feel like Zoron the moron is losing touch, and I feel like that fame is getting to his head. Let me tell you something. Fame is the world's most addictive drug. And this motherfucker was a nerd. He was a cornball. He never had any fame. He wasn't good at rapping. Remember, he's a failed rapper. He's a failed music supervisor. He's failed. And then somehow, some way, this fucking guy, this 2-bit smiley bullshit artist con man, became mayor of New York. Won fair and square. Zoron the Smiley Monster won fair and square. But the fame, the patting on the back, and all that other goofy shit is starting to get to him because he feels like shit is sweet. Shit ain't sweet. Shit ain't sweet for you, Zoron the Smiley Monster. Shit ain't sweet for your crew. Shit ain't sweet for your guy, that cornball, handjob Hassan Piker. Oh yeah, you dick lips. You fucking cornball. Stealing my lingo. Stealing my whole style. You fucking clown. You goofball. And the reason why I'm saying shit ain't sweet and the fame is getting, because this motherfucker thinks he could say whatever the fuck he wants to say. And whenever the fuck he gets caught in a lie, or when it backfires on him, like it did a few days ago, when he put out a map of New York City, talking about the little subparts of New York City, little areas of New York City, Little Africa, Little Palestine, Chinatown this, Chinatown that. Every single fucking place you could imagine, every single immigrant enclave that makes New York fantastic. This fuck Zoron the Smiley Monster, Zoron the moron, left out Little Italy. And not only did he leave out Little Italy of downtown, he left out Little Italy in the boogie down Bronx, and it backfired. And I'm glad, you fuck. I'm glad he left out Germantown. He left out Hell's Kitchen. He didn't mention anything about the Irish, the Jews, or the Italians. And it backfired, you fuck. Because you think shit is sweet. Shit ain't sweet. Little Italy? You left out Little Italy? And what does he do afterwards? It was a mishap. It was from the last regime. It was from... You blame fucking Mayor... What happens? Karen Mendami blames the black guy. It wasn't me. It wasn't my administration. It was the last black mayor, Mayor Adams' administration. He's the reason why there's no Little Italy downtown and no Little Italy in the boogie down Bronx. There's no Irish, there's no Germantown. There's no mention of any Jews in your little map. You blame fucking Eric Adams like a Karen Mendami. Zoron the moron, a.k.a. the Smiley Monster, Karen Mendami. When it backfires on him, he starts blaming the black guy. Where the fuck is Rama Dawani? Where's your wife? How long is that fucking yoga retreat in Spain? How fucking long is she going to be studying the Quran and doing yoga in Spain? Where the fuck is she? How did she afford a $3,400 Quran study yoga retreat in Spain, not including airfare? And did she fly first class? Did she fly business class? Or was she the rest of the people and coach? $3,400. That's a lot of fucking cash. Where'd she get that? I know from selling that art. It was not from selling that fucking art. Nobody's buying that bullshit. Zoron the moron, Karen Mendami. But that backfired on him, and he changed it, and he blamed Eric Adams. There's one fuck up after another fuck up. And then somebody from his administration just the other day was set to meet somebody from the terror regime of Iran. Let me tell you something. If somebody from my administration is meeting the terror regime of Iran, the meeting is set. The meeting was supposed to be, let's just say, on a Wednesday. And then word got out to Donald Trump that somebody from the administration of Karen Mendami, a.k.a. Zoron the moron, a.k.a. the Smiley Monsters administration, was going to meet with somebody from Iran, the terror regime of Iran. And Zoron the moron goes, it was a mishap. It was a misschedule. Bullshit, you fucking liar. If I have on my weekly calendar, at Wednesday at 3:30, I'm meeting somebody from the terror regime of Iran. That ain't a fucking mishap. That's not a misspelling, you fuck. Why the fuck are people from your administration meeting with the terror regime of Iran? You fuck you. Why the fuck is Little Italy not on your map? Fuck you. And then it's like, oh, it's a mistake. Oh, I didn't know. This, that, and the fucking third. The fucking rent is at an all-time high. Transit is at an all-time fucking high. And billionaires and millionaires are leaving New York at an all-time high. What the fuck have you done for me lately? Matter of fact, what the fuck have you done for me at all? Fuck you. You fuck you.